Welcome to 6th Standard Science Term 3 Unit 3 Part 1 Chemistry in Everyday Life. Chemistry in Everyday Life. So children, listen carefully to the session, and in case if you have any doubt, make a note of it, and it will be rectified on the day of reopening. Okay children, before going to start the lesson, first let's see about what is chemistry. Children, chemistry is the branch of science which deals with the study of particles around us. It explains the properties of the basic components of particles such as atoms and molecules under the effects of their combination. What is chemistry? Chemistry is the branch of science which deals with the study of particles around us. It explains the properties of the basic components of particles such as atoms and molecules under the effects of their combination. Okay, now let's see some examples. Without water, we cannot live. Now tell me, how water is formed? Which reaction takes place in the formations of water? Let's see. Water is a simple molecule consisting of one oxygen atom bonded to two different hydrogen atoms. Children, atom is nothing but the smallest particle of a chemical element that can exist. Children, do you know the formations of salt? The chemical formula of salt is NaCl. The chemical formula of salt is NaCl. Salt is a compound formed by the chemical reactions of an acid with a base. During this reaction, the acid and base are neutralized, producing salt. Even our human body is made up of a lot of chemical particles. Our human body is made up of a lot of chemical particles. Children, we could prepare soft idli as a result of a chemical change named fermentation takes place in the idli batter. Children, fermentation is nothing but is a metabolic process that produces chemical changes in organic substrates through the actions of an enzymes. During fermentation, the idli batter undergoes a chemical change by bacteria. The idli batter undergoes a chemical change by bacteria. While cooking, the food products undergo so many chemical changes. As a result, there are favorable changes in color, flavor and taste in the food. Children, do you know when we cut onion, we get tears in the eyes with irritation because of the presence of a chemical, propanethyl X oxide in onion. This is easily volatile. When we cut onion, some of the cells are damaged and this chemical comes out. It becomes vapor and reach our eyes, result in irritation and tears in eyes. When we crush the onion, more cells will be damaged and more chemicals come out. Okay children, now let's move on to the next topic. What is chemical change and what is physical change? Now let's see one by one. Okay children, first let's see what is chemical change. Chemical changes occur when a substance combines with another to form a new substance is called chemical changes. What is chemical change? Chemical changes occur when a substance combines with another to form a new substance is called chemical changes. Now let's see some examples of chemical changes. First one, burning of paper. Children, burning of paper is an chemical change because new products are formed, that is ash. So, burning of paper is an chemical change. Next, digesting food. When we eat, our bodies physically break down food into small pieces. Food is chemically changed in digestion when new smaller substances are formed. So, digesting food is another example of chemical change. Next, cooking an egg. Children, tell me, why is cooking an egg a chemical change? Cooking an egg is a set of chemical changes because chemical bonds are broken and new ones are made, resulting in the formations of new substance. Next, storing of milk. Storing of milk. Children, storing of milk is a chemical change because during that process, acidification takes place and sour milk is produced. The sour milk has different chemical properties from fresh milk. So, storing of milk is a chemical change. Next, heating sugar into caramel. Heating sugar into caramel. Heating sugar results in caramelization and is a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is the process in which one substance is altered and forms a new substance with differing properties. Exposure to heat initially melts the sugar into a syrup. So, heating sugar into caramel is a chemical change. Your next example is baking cake. Children, baking a cake is a chemical change because the baking powder or baking soda will undergo a chemical reaction. The heat helps baking powder or soda produce tiny bubbles of gas which makes the cake light and fluffy. Next, rusting iron. Rusting of iron is a chemical change because a new substance, iron oxide, is formed. So, rusting of iron is a chemical change. So, children, these are the examples of chemical changes. So, what will happen in chemical changes? When a substance combines with another to form a new substance is called chemical changes. Now, let's see what is physical change. In physical change, only the shape, size or volume changes. In physical change, only the shape, size or volume changes. The state of the matter may also change from liquid to gas or from liquid to solid. The state of the matter may also change from liquid to gas or from liquid to solid. Okay, children. Now let's see some examples of physical changes. First one, breaking glass. Breaking glass. Children, breaking is a physical change because the shards are still glass, but it cannot be easily made whole again. Next, shedding of paper. Children, shedding of paper is a physical change because the paper is not being changed and the shedding process is reversible. When you shed the paper, you can make it into new paper again. So, the page is only changing its size or appearance. The page is only changing its size or appearance. So, shedding of paper is a physical change. Children, your next example is dissolving sugar in water. Dissolving sugar in water. Sugar dissolving in water is a physical change because no new substance is formed. Because no new substance is formed. Also, the process is reversible. Water and sugar can be separated by evaporation followed by condensation and crystallization. Your next example is melting ice. Children, melting of ice is a physical change because it involves change only in the physical state of water from ice in the solid state of water in the liquid state. Moreover, no new chemical substance is formed in the process. Water can be converted back into ice simply by freezing. Next, chopping wood. When wood is cut into firewood, this is a physical change. The compositions of the wood stays the same. In a physical change, the substance usually can be changed back into its original form. Next, breaking an egg. Breaking an egg. Children, breaking an egg is a physical change. How means? Because we still have the egg yolk and its white broken bits, which can again be arranged, and as the chemical compositions of the egg does not change, it is a physical change. Your last example is boiling water. Boiling of water forms steam, which can be further condensed to form water again. Thus, this change is a temporary and reversible change. During boiling, water forms steam and there is no new substance formation. Therefore, boiling of water is a physical change. So, these are the examples of physical changes. What will happen in physical changes? In physical change, only the shape, size or volume changes. The state of the matter may also change from liquid to gas or from liquid to solid. However, the substance remains is called physical change. Okay children, now tell me which one is physical change and which one is chemical change? Yes, first one is physical change and the second one is chemical change. Because tearing paper into small pieces is a physical change and burning of paper is a chemical change. Okay children, now let's see the difference between chemical change and physical change. Chemical change. A chemical change is the change of chemical composition of matter. Physical change. A physical change is the change of matter that occurs without changing the chemical compositions of matter. In chemical change, usually reversible. In physical change, usually irreversible. In chemical change, new products are not formed. In physical change, new products are formed. In chemical change, it is a permanent change. In physical change, it is a temporary change. Okay children, we can use chemical changes to produce certain materials. For example, soaps and detergents, fertilizers, cement, gypsum, Epsom, plaster of Paris, phenol and adhesive. So, we can study about the manufacturing process and the usage of certain materials we use in our daily life. So, let's see one by one. First, let's see soaps and detergents. Soaps and detergents. Children, bathing soap and washing detergents are kinds of soaps which we use in our daily life. In addition to this, we are using washing powder to remove strong stains on the clothes. We are using washing powder to remove strong stains on the clothes. Okay children, now tell me how to work detergent. The detergent molecules have two sides. First one, water hating. Second one, water loving. First one is water hating. Second one is water loving. Children, Water hating goes and joins with dirt and oil in the cloth, while the water loving joins with the water molecules. When you agitate the cloth, the dirt is surrounded by many molecules and is taken away from the cloth. The cloth becomes clean and the dirt surrounded by the detergent molecules float in the water, making it dirty. Children, I will repeat. Water hatching goes and joins with dirt and oil in the cloth, while the water loving joins with the water molecules. When you agitate the cloth, the dirt is surrounded by many molecules and is taken away from the cloth. The cloth becomes clean and the dirt surrounded by the detergent molecules float in the water, making it dirty. Children, now we came to an end of the session. I hope all of you understand this session. Children, it's time for question. Once again, you can go through the lesson and answer for this evaluation. Children, can you identify from the following list which are physical changes and which are chemical changes? Breaking of a stick into two pieces. Breaking of a stick into two pieces. Burning of a paper. Burning of a paper. Tearing paper into small piece. Tearing paper into small piece. Dissolving sugar in water. Dissolving sugar in water. Burning of petrol or LPG gas. Burning of petrol or LPG gas. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. Next, water boiling into water vapor. Water boiling into water vapor. Coconut oil becoming solid during winter. Coconut oil becoming solid during winter. So children, try to answer these questions.